forever. We don't have to wait those 3 slots of bedtime for things to start happening again. So we do need to build. Shouldn't have moved Blah over so soon. I should have let him sleep and then switched him over. I suppose 6 one, half a dozen of the other. Doesn't really matter. Let's make sure that a cot is put in for the new guy, Silver, and let's start thinking about this mess hall. So mess hall has got a limited size, so let's do 1, 2, 3, 4 in, and we'll do that, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on the 5th one, there we go. Do that. I think that's right. Yeah, looks more or less symmetrical. Then we will want a water cooler. We'll pop that slap bang in the middle of the room, and we'll want 4 mess tables, 1 for each of our dupes. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's have a look. Do we have any skills yet? Oh, we do. Excellent news. Right, okay, let's get everybody better. Blah. Blah, what is your profession? What do you normally do? Excavation. So let's get you hard digging, and we'll give you your nice, cool, hard digging hat. Kai, you are our researcher, so let's give you advanced research and give you your cool hat. McCoy, you're an artist, so let's give you your cool hat. And Silver, despite having only just joined the team, can actually already take a skill. What was your main thing, Silver? Cuisine and construction. We're not going to be cooking for quite some time, so I'll worry about that down the road. Let's give you improved construction for now, and give you your cool hat. Excellent. So you'll see the dupes coming over here. So Blah's first, and I'm just going to pause quickly so I can get ready with my print screen button. So I've got a nice cover image. Yay! Excellent stuff. So let's just make sure that's saved. There we go. Beautiful. On you go. So they've got their cool hats. We've got some construction going on. Then I suppose what we should really do as well is put the floors in. The reason for that is decor. Again, it will give slightly better decor results with proper flooring rather than algae or copper or sand. Kind of makes everything uniform. The other thing it will do is all of these items that are kind of scattered and littered here are going to drop down, so I don't have to clean the room anymore. All of those things will be below, and I'll clean them from down here. Oh, which makes me think, actually, if I'm going to do that, probably the better option... Oh, damn it. Yeah, tip here, if you hold down shift whilst you are dragging across, you can't make it into the wrong row, as I just did there. So let's go and cancel those 3 erroneous blocks. Cool. And what I'm going to do is set the priority of these ones to 9, so that it won't build, it won't deconstruct those. Oh, hold on. Might be good if I selected the number 9. So it will come and deconstruct and build those floors before it builds those ones, so that, as I say, when these things drop down, they're actually going to be on the floor of the place where the storage bins are, so the dupes can stand in place, just scoop up, put in a bin, scoop up, put in a bin, rather than having to pick up here, go over here, climb down, go across, put it in, go across, climb up, and so on. You get my point. So yeah, just a cool little time-saving device there. Now, it does mean that they are all going to kind of ignore everything else that's going on just to come and build this floor, but that's okay. Not too much of a problem. Okay, so we have some food which is ready to be harvested. Okay, I think oxygen is becoming an issue. Oh my lord. That's a problem. That's a real problem. Keep an eye on your oxygen. Oh god. This is really bad. Like, really bad. Now, building 2 oxygen diffusers is not a good idea, and the reason for that is power. Let's just put the power overlay on so I can explain why. So the wheel produces 400, 120 for the supercomputer plus 60 for the normal research station, so that's 180, and then these diffusers are 120 each, so that's another 240, which puts us over the 400 wattage of this. So in fact, what I'm gonna have to do, because I'm just gonna have to really hit the oxygen hard, is can I even do that? Yeah, I can disable that research station, and that will allow these things to happen. So we can't research for the foreseeable because we desperately need oxygen to be produced. And in fact, I'm going to set that as an alert for the base. Get those things built because they are needed. The other thing that we'll also need, and I will also put this on an alert priority, is storage bin. The reason for that is because the oxygen diffuser requires algae. So if we have algae stored in this bin that's right next to it, then we don't have to run all over the base to collect it. Oh, no power to them. Oh, good God. Oh, I've really screwed up here. Again, still on alert priority to get those wires built. Yeah, you can see everybody's just stopping to pant every 5 seconds. Oh no, I may have really badly screwed up here. Should have thought about this far sooner. Why is nobody... I don't think it's actually producing any oxygen right now. Because... yeah, it's awaiting delivery. It needs 330 grams of algae. Oh, good God. I've properly, royally screwed up here. Let's set the priority of these machines to 9 so that somebody comes and delivers algae quickly. Yeah, they can't even breathe on this floor now. They've got to actually climb up that ladder to breathe properly. They're having to hold their breath everywhere. Okay, that's producing... okay, they're both producing oxygen. Not quickly enough. Definitely not quickly enough. And they've stopped again. I think they're, once again, awaiting... oh, no power. Oh, no. Okay, that also needs to go up to a 9 as well. Somebody needs to start producing power so that these are actually working. Oh, I think my first foray into oxygen not included in a while is going to be an utter failure. Okay, We're going again. Going again. Okay, at least this layer is now breathable. Nobody is allowed to go to sleep, though. Oh, he says as somebody goes to sleep. In carbon dioxide. Oh, no. Okay, we are producing some oxygen, but they are going to have to keep on coming up out of the middle of their sleep. Have a breather. Then go back to sleep. Oh. Poor planning, Birdie. Poor, poor planning. The clue was in the name of the game, and I still didn't take it seriously. Okay, we are starting to get some produce now, and it's starting to go onto this floor at least. But it's going to be a while before we're out of the woods with this oxygen situation. So perhaps ignore the advice I gave you earlier. Oh, we don't need to worry about oxygen generation yet. Wrong. Get it done. Don't be foolish like me. I mean, there's not even any other kind of stores of oxygen I can tap into to get it into the base. I mean, there's this one over here, but how long is it going to take to dig up there? Probably quite a while, I would say. I mean, it's starting to get round now. As soon as it's on to this level with the beds, I'm going to stop worrying. You'll notice that the hard digging materials have been removed now because we did give was it Blah? Yeah, Blah has the hard digging trait now. So those things got removed, which means that I can pave over that. Oh no, let's turn it off high priorities now so we don't keep having that alert coming up. And let's deconstruct those. No longer needed because they can just use the main ladder. Oh, Lord. Not the best of starts, admittedly. Not the best of starts. Yeah, so one of them's just fallen asleep because they obviously didn't get enough sleep. Because they kept on having to come up for air. Yeah, once the red from this layer is gone, I will turn this overlay off and stop worrying so much. But until that happens, I'm just super conscious. They're down here just holding their breath, having a chat, and then passing out. Oh, God. Got plenty of power. Oh, plenty. Got half a battery of power. Could do with another battery, actually. Let's do that so that people don't have to keep on running up here. They'll charge up both of them and then disappear. So let's wire that up. Oxygen diffuser still going. Nearly there. Not nearly enough though. Can't do any research because we've got to keep the oxygen production going. But to fill up, like down to there, it's going to take some time. And I mean, really, I would like it down to maybe about here. At least purple down to, yeah. Once we get purple, like kind of here, I'll stop panicking. And it's getting there. It is. It's not quick enough. So the bedrooms, at least, they can sleep in peace now. That's less of a worry. Oh dear, nearly suffocating your dupes, and only in the 9th cycle. Learn from me. Learn from me, kids. So they're starting to get on with other tasks now. They're not worried, so I'm not worried. Still, that's not good. That is not good. Let's add in some more mealwood. I'm not quite sure where those seeds came from. Maybe yeah, it could be that once you fully grow a plant, it will on occasion produce seeds. I don't quote me on that. I might be making that up, but it could be the case. Let's have a look again. Getting there. It's getting there. Nobody's gonna die anymore. That's that's for sure. So now that this well, it's not quite complete, but this mess hall is almost there now. Let's have a look at the room overlay. So yeah, in fact, I kind of told you about the rooms earlier and then never bothered to go back and show you. So yeah, the fact that these rooms have changed color shows you that they're working as rooms. So we have a barracks, and that's giving +1 to anybody that sleeps in there, and that's a latrine, so that's giving +1 to anybody who uh, discreetly eliminates waste, shall we say. But we now have a mess hall as well. So that gives +3 to people who eat in there, and they all will eat in there. What it does is it assigns a table to each of the dupes, so they'll always sit in the same place. Who's this one assigned to? McCoy. So that's McCoy's table, that's Kai's, that's Blah's, and that will eventually be Silver's once he actually uses it. Okay, check on the oxygen again. Okay, it's stabilized now. The thing is though, it's stabilized down to here with 2. If I turn 1 off so we can get the research going again, it's going to slowly start creeping back up, but I don't think that there's any way around that. I think we're just going to have to micromanage it for a while and keep on going back and 2 until such a time as we have more consistent power, and that's not going to be for a while. We'll go out and on a limb and say that. Yeah, it's just going to take a bit of time. Right, let's choose a blueprint. What do we want? Salt water, absolutely not. Hatchling, eh. 8 agriculture, increased medicine, increased agriculture, decreased decor. That 8 agriculture is good. That is good. But it's less of an interest to me than like cuisine, for example, but it's only a +2 on cuisine, so it's not great. Increased strength, decreased calories. Oh yeah, bottomless stomach we don't want. A hatchling can't hurt. It's just going to kind of keep wandering around here. Okay, I think it's time to disable that one and enable the research again. Just has to be done. We'll just have to keep a closer eye on oxygen this time. I mean, you can kind of see where oxygen is. Like, if you can see this kind of blue mist here, that's showing you that it's highly oxygenated. We can see a little mist of blue here, so we'll just keep an eye on this area here, and if this stops being this kind of misty blue, then we know that something has to change. More importantly, I suppose it's the misty blue here that we want to watch for. As long as people can sleep here in peace without having to, you know, run away to get some oxygen, it's fine. I mean, another thing we could do is kind of block off this area here, so that there's less space to be oxygenated. Plus, this oxygen will kind of stay here, and then when we need a boost of it later, we can deconstruct the wall and it will flood in. That's an option. It's a good one, actually. It's a very good one. Let's do it. We don't need them to run across here. I mean, we are going to be building a ladder down here, but yeah, that's a problem for later days. Let's keep that oxygen for a rainy day. Let's lock that door. Let's open that door. Okay, what is the next stage? Well, we are going to want another bedroom soon, because we're inevitably going to have more dupes joining us in the not-too-distant future. So I think, actually, I'm going to... Ooh. Security door. Some fun stuff in there. Not something we can worry about for a while, though, because we have chlorine in the way. But yeah, we're going to want to build another bedroom slash bathroom over on this side. And we'll do it higher up this time. Let's learn from the mistakes of the past and build a higher bedroom. So we'll build it on this level here. I imagine that will probably be enough. We'll also need to dig out this stuff that's in the way. And I suppose while they're digging out, we may as well get that ladder built up. We're not going to build down because that is all carbon dioxide. Don't want to be letting that into the base right now. We have enough carbon dioxide oxygen issues as is. Yeah, it's staying purple there. What one seems to be doing the trick. Like that wall to be built up a little bit sooner than it's currently suggesting anyway. Let's do that. In fact, let's lower the priority on these buildings now. So let's put that down to a 6. Let's keep that at a 9. That as well, and let's put that down to a 6. Okay, lovely stuff. Let's start doing some kind of minor aesthetic things. So get a proper flooring in the bedrooms. It is going to mean that once those floors get deconstructed, those beds are going to be unusable. So in fact, what I will do with that is make sure that the ones under the beds are high priority, and also the same with the ones under the bathroom items. Get them done. Oh no, not while he's sleeping. Oh, good God. That's those getting built. Okay, let's start thinking about doing something with this water as well. So how are we going to do it? Ooh, a hatchling egg. Okay, let's slowly build down. Let's just leave it like that for now. And that one as well, actually, because they should be able to jump up too. Let's also this a little bit deeper as well. Let's get rid of that oxalite. Oh dear, we almost drowned that hatch. Well, it's going to drown soon anyway. When we flood this area, it's going to drown. It's unfortunate, but it's like that. That's just the way it is. 90s kids should get that reference. Okay, we're almost ready to flood this area now. Oh, we pretty much are. Don't know why I'm holding back. Get rid of those, and then we'll break those two down, and then the water will just come flowing. Got that nice little oxygen trap if we do need a boost later. That's good. Purples staying in the bedrooms. That's exactly what I said I wanted, so not worried there. Hey, got no research on the go, so let's fix that problem. I think the next thing I want, purely because it's cool, is that. And it's because we can build fire poles. So, yeah, some of you might have been wondering, well, what? Okay, that isn't a perfect proof of it there, but you'll be thinking, why have I left a gap, then the ladder, then another gap, and then the rooms? Well, it's because there's essentially three types of transport system. There's the ladders, which we have from the get-go. Then there's the fire poles, which we'll be putting down on the outside, down there. And then much later in the game, we'll be having transport tubes, which will quickly kind of transport people from top to bottom in no time flat. So that's the reason for that. Research going, power's pretty good, although silver's given it a top up for unknown reasons. Yeah, the problem here is they can't get over here quick enough because they're having to hold their breath all the way through here, hold their breath again for the water, can't catch their breath when they get up here. All it needs is just one slight little... Okay, Blar's getting a tiny bit of breath there. I think while they're there, just so nobody has to come and do this again. See if, even if he only gets one, at least some of the water will make its way down. What a lunatic. He just stayed there for the entire time underwater, breaking it all down. Yeah, we've now combined two lakes into one. And because I'm not telling them to do very much, they're actually doing a lot of cleaning tasks. So you'll see that, okay, the bedrooms could still do with a bit of a tidy. This area could do with a bit of a tidy as well, but lots of areas are kind of a bit more cleaned up now. It's because I've set the algae priority to 6. Let's turn that just back down to a normal 5. So everything is set to a 5. So it won't. The reason they're going through this is because they're going to pick up the algae, which is just unnecessary at the moment. We've got plenty. This is our next priority because these individual these multi-person bedrooms are not what I want. I want to extend the bedrooms out, and that means I'm going to have to push the bathrooms further back. But to do that, we need to get rid of the water. Let's just have a quick look at the germ overlay. Yeah, there's no germs here in this bit. The water is not polluted, which is good. So what I'm going to do is set them to dig out this way and build a ladder almost to the top and all the way down there. And then all you need to do is take out that one brick and it will all eventually drain out down this this ladder. The only thing to remember to do is once this has all been built, then build a wall here so that it doesn't start flooding through this way, which, I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's actually flooding. It's still flooding down into the water, but I'd rather it all just went straight down into this section. Okay, we still need this bedroom. They've dug out the area now. Let's do the tiles before everything else this time. Let's actually let's show you how the bedrooms should be set up. Oh, actually, no. Chlorine might be a problem and prevent me from doing that. Yeah, it probably will. Wow, this map seed is not as good as the one I was hoping for. It's just making everything more difficult. Everything more difficult. Nice big pockets of chlorine up there, which chlorine is a really useful resource. It needs to be treated with respect. You don't want it flooding into your base, but it's absolutely necessary if you want to be killing germs from polluted water, and that's definitely a problem for another day. We are not getting around to that in this session. But yeah, chlorine absolutely essential, and there's a nice big pocket of it up here. So I imagine our clean room's probably gonna go in this area here. But again, problem for another day. For now, yeah, it's gonna have to be a dual bedroom, isn't it? So just count this. So 1 bed, 2 beds, doorway, sink, bathroom. So we just need to go 1 more in. That's okay. So I'm not going to be able to show you the ideal way of doing bedrooms, unfortunately. It will come once we can kind of get rid of this chlorine from here and pump it elsewhere. We absolutely will make this into the full-on bedroom that I want it to be, but just not possible right now. There's other priorities to think about. But let's, in fact, no, hold on, I've made a mistake here. So door, 1 bed, 2 bed, space, door, 1, 2, 3, 4. So actually it needs to go 2 in. So almost right. Cool. And they can start building the doors for the bedroom. 1, 2, 1, 2, space, 1, 2. Sweet. That's that. Need to build this stuff. Let's just add in the beds for now. I mean, I think I can get away with the 2 bathrooms that are on the other side, at least at the beginning. So let's just add 1 bed in, and then that's that. Now let's have a look at how we're doing for skills. No more skill points. That's okay. It's still early days, cycle 12. That water being removed is going to be a priority once that's built up. How are we doing for oxygen? Yeah, holding steady at purple in the bedroom, so happy there. They've got something to research, so that's fine. Plenty of food on the go. In fact, oh yeah, 28,000 calories, so that's more food than we've ever had. That's good, really good. Let's have a look. Farm. Oh, wow, yes, we've got lots more seeds. We need to expand our farm. So let's do mealwood for the remaining tiles on this side, and let's now start putting in more farm tiles on this side. I'm just gonna do those 3 for now, because again, I don't want to break into here. I mean, there's 2 reasons for that. Lots of carbon dioxide, but you'll also notice that there's a little concentration of chlorine up here as well. And again, if that seeps into the base, is it the end of the world? No. Is it good for us? Absolutely not. I mean, I suppose I could kind of like, as soon as I break through here, wall that off. It's a possibility. In fact, yeah, do you know what? Let's do that. Let's break through, which means that they're going to have to build the ladders up to be able to reach here. Let's dig that out. Dig that out, and let's do high priority level 9 wall there. Try our best to prevent that chlorine from getting in. This is all carbon dioxide. There's not even a trace of chlorine on the left hand side of this wall I'm going to build. So as long as I can keep it contained, that means doing all of this quickly should be fine. Okay, blueprint, let's have a look. Who do we got? +1 for all of those, so Nicola's out. Frankie, what are you giving me? Research and supplying, decreased husbandry, not a problem really. They can do a bit of decorating, a bit of signs, and a bit of supplying. That's still not good. +1s all around, not bothered. Brian, not bothered. Do you know what? Let's just reject them. Don't need to be bringing in another mouth to feed if they're not going to help. That's my logic. Yes, we're doing better with food, but oh dear. This worries me so much because that carbon dioxide is going to be it's like in real life. If the diffusion, you know, the gas is going to go where it's less present. So if that carbon dioxide starts moving over, means that chlorine starts moving over. So I really need them to get that done ASAP. Let's get those ladders built quick as. Come on, get up there. Oh, good Lord, come on. Get up, build the wall. In fact, you know, if anything, actually oxygen got pushed into that area rather than anything else, so that's pretty good. Hey, not a bad start. Not a bad start. Again, I won that water out of the way. In fact, I am not finishing until I push through this wall and build the bedrooms properly, which means I've got to get rid of that water first. So let's do new priorities. Priority 9. Yeah, that ladder built. no research on the go, so let's fix that problem. So we can build our fire poles. Excellent. I will be doing that as well before we finish today. But what do we want next? Power. We can wait a little while for that, but it's coming very excuse me, coming very, very soon. We do want sanitation. That might be the next one. I just want to check. Actually, no, it's not. Fine art is the next thing. So we want these large sculpting blocks. Why do we want large sculpting blocks? Well, it's for the mess hall primarily, and then also for the bedrooms. So let's understand why. I'm just going to slow it down so we can have a look at this. So currently here we have a mess hall. So we can see the mess hall here provides +3 morale. We want a great hall, but to get a great hall, you'll see in the list of things there, it requires a +20 decor item, and that's what the large sculpting block is going to be for. Unfortunately, until such a time as McCoy has got aesthetic design, that's not going to be possible, but it's not far away. I mean, they should all be getting another skill point pretty soon, and then we'll be able to build a great hall. And the reason I want a great hall is because the mess does +3, the great hall does +6, so that is a huge chunk of morale, and this is an area that they pass through every day, so it's going to really help. Okay, we're almost done. Just got to break through that last little block. And in fact, do you know what? We don't even need to build that. We just need to dig that. Let's do priority 9 on it. Okay, as soon as that's done. Oh, in fact, do you know what? That's a very good point. Once I build that wall, nobody's going to be able to reach that. So, in fact, no, we do need that ladder. We need that ladder going all the way down. And then to save having to go through all of that water, let's do a ladder up and dig that out. So then they'll be able to, well, somebody can brick that wall up and then they'll go down, go up, break it, and then run. That gets rid of this problem here. Could do with actually more of this being dug out first, to be fair. Do a little bit more. Let's speed everything up again. Nearly there. And most of these ladders are all temporary things. As with most of the base, things are temporary at the moment. That bedroom we built on cycle 1, and that's about to all change. Right. I would like just a smidgen more of this stuff. In fact, I would like a lot more of this stuff destroyed. Let's get all of that gone. Because, I mean, that's a fair chunk of water. That's like, what, 4 by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 by 4, so 20 blocks worth of water. It's a fair amount. Let's also brick that up. So once that's done, send somebody to go and destroy that one tiny little block. And then the floodgates are open. Hey, done. Priority 9. Get. Oh. Why did that not? There it is. Didn't do it the first click for some reason. Here it goes. Oh, McCoy. Make a run. That will slowly start to fill this up over here. Do you know what? Still not deep enough, I don't think. There's still more coming. Not a lot more, but get all of that over here. I mean, it's going to level out at around about this. Could do with a little bit more taken out. So let's do those. And those. And that. Cool. Okay, we can now deconstruct those and we'll be able to get up here. We'll deconstruct all of that so that that little last flood of water can also drain down. There's no germs in it. 0 surface germs, good. So let's get all of that deconstructed. In fact, let's get all of that deconstructed. Oh, I left it. Oh no, it's on 5. That's fine. So let's add in some tiles. Let's figure out how far it actually needs to go. So each bedroom needs to be 4 across, and we're going to have 2 bedrooms, and then we need 5 tiles for the bathroom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a door. So that's the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a door. That's the second one. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a wall here. Okay, so we want, let's just lock that in my memory. Okay, we want the wall there and floor there, and we'll just wait for all of that to go. I mean, some of it's going to flood over here, but it's not the end of the world. A lot of it will go down the little ladder chute that we created. Then we need to rebuild the bathroom. So let's build the outhouse here. Let's build the medicine wash basin here. And then we can deconstruct that outhouse. We don't need that anymore. Ooh, I've just had a thought. Let's just double check. Please don't be putting any... No, we're fine. It's not putting anything that we don't want into there. Does make me wonder though, what's happened to the polluted dirt? There should be polluted dirt because of that outhouse, and there doesn't seem to be any, which makes me awfully worried. Has polluted dirt changed recently? Perhaps somebody who is watching this on repeat could let me know. Has something happened to polluted dirt? In fact, polluted water for that matter as well. I'm going to have to do some research before the next session. There should be polluted water and polluted dirt created by the wash basin and outhouse, and there doesn't seem to be any, which makes me awfully nervous. So let's set that to the right. Let's deconstruct that, and we will want to build new doors here, but we can't because of the outhouse. Okay, we need to deconstruct that, and then we need to build tiles around there. In fact, there. And we can also deconstruct those bits of ladder now. Don't need those anymore. Oh dear, did that too soon. Okay, we've got a little bit of flooding in here, but we can mop that up. Yeah, this is the first time I've actually had to use the mop tool. So yeah, down here there's a couple of different things, and the mop liquids. M is the shortcut key, but we can just set a mop objective up, and it's all there. So it's put the mopped up water into bottles, and there is if in plumbing there is a bottle emptier here. We'll be using one of those later. But we'll look at that down the road. Okay, there we go. Polluted water is there in that bottle. Polluted dirt is there in that pile. Okay. Was getting a little bit worried there. In fact, do you know what? I probably should have. Yeah. Let's just make a small change, and we're going to do a mechanized airlock. Oh no. No, a manual airlock, sorry. We're going to do that there, but first we need to deconstruct. We'll do the same there, and I'll explain why in a moment or two. We also need to move the bathroom again, so another outhouse, and then in refinement, oh no, not refinement, in medicine, another wash basin. We can also build our doors back, so we can put 1, 2. We need to move those doors over by 1, which is rather annoying, but never mind. So let's deconstruct, and let's just let that stuff get going. Okay, that outhouse can be deconstructed. That needs to be set to go to the right. Let's add in. In fact, you know what? I only want 1 compost pile. Where would it be better? I don't really want to be doing double the work. Yeah, let's do it that way. So let's do ladder down to here, a manual airlock here and here. Let's dig out those. Let's mop up them excess liquids. And what we're going to do is go to refinement, and we're going to put a compost heap in there. So the compost heap is going to take care of that polluted dirt which is on each floor. I've put in some manual airlocks there because they don't allow gases to float through. This compost heap will produce polluted oxygen, I believe. So we just want to try and limit its ability to go through there. And with that in mind, we will also want to think about putting in, there it is, a deodorizer. So uses sand to filter polluted oxygen. And that's why I left that extra space there. We'll just pop one of those in. Okay, we can deconstruct that. We can build some pneumatic doors and deconstruct those doors, because again, we're going to want to move them over by 1 square, which is really frustrating. But that's life. So we'll want to rebuild those doors. We'll want to get rid of that bed and that bed, and we'll want to rebuild them in the new room once those things are destroyed. Oh, the deodorizer needs power. Damn. Oh, actually, I do remember reading that in the patch notes when I reopened Oxygen Not Included earlier today. Yes, the deodorizer used to just run. It now needs power, which I suppose kind of makes sense. It's a mechanical item, but that's frustrating. How much power does it need? Energy. Oh, Horizons properties. Didn't really specify. Well, we can't do anything with it. We haven't got the power to spare. Actually, no, I suppose we do, as long as oxygen is fine. We could run some power all the way out there. It's a bit of a pain, though. We do need to do something about that polluted oxygen in the bedroom, though, because that is going to be a problem. Where is our... So if our clean room is going to be over here, kind of want the polluted water to come over here as well. But until we've dealt with that chlorine, we can't really do that. Just lots of problems piling up on top of each other at this stage. Let's just make sure that all of this is set up correct. Oh dear, let's get that bed built ASAP. Somebody is gonna be unhappy if they can't sleep. How are we doing with the skills? Yay, we can do it. Blah, super hard digging, and get your new hat. And Kai, field research, and get yourself a new hat. Koi, aesthetic design, and your new hats. Oh, no, not art, fundamentals, aesthetic design, and silver, improve construction, and you can grab your new hat. So one thing I didn't mention before is about how morale works in terms of the skills. So every time you go to a new level of, or every time you acquire a new skill, the morale level needs to be equal. So green on top is what we have for each person, and red is what's required based on the skills they own. So if I were to go up to demolition, you can see that it goes from 3 morale needed to 6. Thankfully, I'm doing a reasonably good job of keeping everybody happy, so I'm not going to even consider it. For now, it's a non-issue. I do want to get rid of that polluted water somehow, because it's not good that it's there. People are just doing... Okay, lots of food coming in. Yeah, I've got 34,000 kilocalories. Yeah, we're doing really, really, really well for food. Not even a concern right now. Although it might be if we've got somebody to bring in. Let's see. 8 strength, that's good. Decreased bathroom use speed. That's not so bad. Plus has better decor kind of morale bonuses as they are uncultured. Ellie might be the one. Muck Root, we've got loads of food, I'm not bothered about that. Poor skills. +7 construction, but decreased strength. I'm thinking we could just do with somebody who's good at running around with things. Okay, let's add a new user, and it's going to be Allmark. In you come, Allmark. Which does mean we need that bed built rather quickly. Not quite. Oh, there's a piece of debris underneath there, which is why that's not been built. So let's get priority on those things. So 9 on there, 9 on there. Make sure that there is a bed ready for our dupe. The new dupe will have gone automatically onto the original schedule, which is fine. We've got 3 and 2, so the next time we bring in a dupe, we'll worry about adding them to a different schedule. Hey, lovely stuff. Right. Few ups and downs, but that is the opening salvo of our attempt to colonize this asteroid. What's to come? So now that McCoy has got some good art skills, and in fact, let's just double check that. So McCoy, oh, creativity 13. Oh no, we needed 14. That's a real bummer. Creativity 14 means that they can build a decor item that's good enough to go in this room. So what we'll probably be doing instead is a bit of trial and error. We will just create lumps of like sculpture blocks for McCoy to kind of practice on until he gets it right, essentially. And then that will be our Great Hall. So that will be the first thing. We'll also then want to start spreading that decor out into the bedrooms so that there's good stuff there. What other things might we want to start thinking about next time? Water would be important, but to do water properly, we need to start harnessing chlorine. So yeah, I'm thinking a clean room over here would be really useful. But of course, to be able to do the clean room, we're going to need more power, and to do more power, we're going to need probably hatches, because there doesn't seem... I mean, there could be geysers. I've not really done a good look around the map to try and identify them, but yeah, we haven't got any kind of natural resources to exploit at the moment. So it might be the case that we've got to go for coal. To do coal, we need hatches. To do hatches, we need a hatch farm. So hatches will eat anything and poop out coal, which is why I want hatches, because then if we've got a constant source of coal coming in, we can get some coal power generation up and going. Lots to think about. I will have a think about how we're going to attack that for next time. But until then, thank you ever so much if you've been watching. The kind of repeat of this will be on YouTube over the